Welcome back to another episode of Social Climate. I am your esteemed host, Billy motherfucking Cash. And I'm here today to ask you all a sincere question. What's poppin'? Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to everybody that click like on my videos. Shout out to everybody that share my videos. Shout out to everybody that click dislike on my videos too. We love the haters too. And thank you all for being a part of the Social Climate family. Now, on this episode right here, we taking it to Detroit, Michigan, where the paramedics pulled up and they declared the woman dead, and then they got her to the funeral home and she wasn't dead. Stay tuned, Social Climate. Let's get it. This podcast is brought to you by niggas who are generally concerned with most of the dumb shit that's going on right now. By the way, I'm your host, Billy Cash, aka Cole, and welcome to Social Climate. Socialites, let me tell you who you looking at. This beautiful, precious young lady is Tamisha Beauchamp, 20-year-old Tamisha Beauchamp of Detroit. Early one Sunday morning, her family found her non-responsive, and she had pre-existing medical conditions because she had cerebral palsy. When the paramedics showed up, they found her non-responsive, and she had a heart rate of, 85. I'm no expert in heart rates, but I guess that's low. It seems to them that she was dead. So they tried to revitalize the woman again. The firemen, paramedics, they determined that she was dead. So at that point, they put her in a body bag and took her to the James H. Cole Funeral Home in Detroit on Schaefer. Now, upon her arriving to the funeral home, she was zipped up in the body bag. They unzipped her, and the employees started to notice that she was breathing a bit and her eyes were moving. That's when they called the paramedics again. The paramedics came and checked her out, and come to find out the girl was alive. Now, first of all, I'm from Mississippi, so things might be a little different. I'm used to when you pronounce somebody dead, you call the coroner on the scene or something like that, or you take her to the hospital. I've never heard that you go straight from the house to the funeral home. If they would have embalmed this girl's body at the funeral home, they would have killed her. These people were so careless in their actions. And now, the girl being survived, she's at Sinai Grace in Detroit, Sinai Grace Hospital, on a respirator, fighting for her life. And who's not to say that the body bag that they put her in caused trauma to her lungs? She's already had medical difficulties before. This is so fucking careless. And I just think if the first paramedics who came through had been a little bit more vigilant, this girl wouldn't be in the situation that she's in. But you know how people do. Her family has lawyered up, which they should have. And I don't know who's going to get sued for this. City of Detroit, maybe the hospital, who knows? But I hope they sue the COVID-19 vaccine out of these people for what they did to this young lady. As always, be careful, stay prayerful, and have a great pandemic. Y'all check out some video on this. Social Climate, gone.
To a shocking story. A woman declared dead who turned out to be both alive and breathing. The shocking discovery was made at a funeral home in Detroit. Right now, we're trying to figure out the condition of that 20-year-old woman. 7 Action News reporter Darren Cunningham has a closer look at this shocking turn of events.
A bizarre discovery here at James H. Cole Funeral Home, one that the woman's family hopes turns into a miraculous recovery. Paramedics from the Southfield Fire Department attempted to revive an unresponsive woman for 30 minutes, according to Fire Chief Johnny Menifee. It's not clear to us what led up to the 911 phone call. After a half hour, the chief says the 20-year-old was pronounced dead. In a statement, Chief Menifee said, quote, "Because there was no indication of foul play, as per standard operating procedure, the Oakland County Medical Examiner's office was contacted and given the medical data. The patient was again determined to have expired, and the body was released directly to the family to make arrangements with a funeral home of their choosing," end quote. But hours later, staff over at the James H. Cole Funeral Home realized she was still breathing. A loved one of the unidentified woman posted about the incident on Facebook, saying he received a phone call learning his sister was being rushed to the hospital because she had a heart rate of 85. The funeral home released a statement saying, quote, "While it is our practice to not comment on open investigations, we can confirm we received a call to pick up a Southfield woman who was deceased. After receiving clearance from the Oakland County Medical Examiner's office, she was transported to our funeral home. Upon her arrival at the funeral home, our staff confirmed she was breathing and called EMS. Our thoughts and prayers are with this young woman and her family." So how does this happen? The medical examiner tells me it's not unheard of. He says a misdiagnosis of death can occur if a person is in a deep coma or if there's an inability to detect vital signs. In Detroit, Darren Cunningham, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you, Darren. And of course, we wish that family all the best. Well, still,
click like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button.